Hey y'all, come on into my kitchen and have a seat at my table. When you get in your chair, go ahead and hit share because sharing is caring. So today we're making Pao Chicken. I'm so excited because I've been wanting this for a couple of weeks now. So now I'm going to go ahead and get it started. In this pot here, I've gone ahead and started my rice. You can always go to my YouTube channel, Lil Trey's Kitchen, and look at the video for how to make rice. So you'll have your rice for your Pao Chicken. When you're on my YouTube channel, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe so that you can be notified whenever I have new videos coming out. I do have other videos other than what I put on my live, so make sure you go ahead and get a chance to take a look at that. So let's get started without further ado.
Sarah Moore said hi.
Hey Sarah. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. In my skillet on the stove, I've already gotten a couple of turns of canola oil in my pan, and I say a couple of turns. It's probably about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons. All I did was just go around. Again, I don't use recipes or measurements. I just pour it until it looks right. You just want to have enough oil in your pan to cover the bottom of it. This could have easily been a wok, and again, you could just take 2 turns of your around your wok with the canola oil. And all I did was just simply go around just like that a couple of times just to make sure I cover the bottom of my pan. So over here, I've gotten my chicken already diced up and ready to go. I'm gonna add some salt, and this is exactly how I measure my salt. I'm not gonna add a lot of salt because what actually happens is that we also got the we also have our soy sauce and all of that's got some salt in it, so we want to be mindful. We can always add some salt later. I'm going to go ahead and get this stirred up. I've already started some of my chicken already. You want to make sure that when you're doing this that you're not, okay, y'all, I know y'all are looking at that saying that's a lot of pepper, but I'm going to tell you, my family, we like pepper, so don't judge me on the pepper. We like pepper in our house. If you don't like pepper so much, then don't add so much. Recipes are, for me, I feel like that's how someone else feels like your food should taste. You should make your food how you like it. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my cornstarch into my chicken. You want to make sure that the cornstarch gets on your chicken really well. Just get it coated enough. And then we're just going to take it over to the skillet. And we're going to add it in the skillet. You don't want to overcrowd your skillet because what happens is it starts to sweat instead of getting some color on it. Y'all hear it talking? See, listen. Y'all hear my chicken talking? And you want to spread this out as quickly as possible now. Once it's in the pan, don't go a moving it too much. And the reason why is because it'll start to shred and tear apart. And you don't really want that. You want to make sure that the chicken is nice and even in the pan, not crowded. If it's crowded, it's going to sweat and not actually give you any brown color. And you want to make sure that you're getting some brown on your chicken. Now, don't move it around in the pan. It'll start shredding. Believe it or not, chicken is kind of smart. When it's ready to be turned or flipped, it will release from the bottom of the pan. At least that was how it was at one point. You can use a wok to do this, or a non-stick skillet, and if that's the case, if you use a non-stick, then you can move it around all you want to. But you want to get some color on it. So I'm going to let it sit right here just for a second so that it can get some color on it, because there is flavor in the brown. And you see it's talking loud, it's spitting all over the place. So we're just going to let it hang out right here for just a little while. We are going to take it out of this skillet and add in our vegetables. So even if you get a little chicken stuck on the bottom of it, it's okay. Listen, this isn't restaurant style. This is your style. And it's going to be just fine. See, let me see. You see how this is actually coming up a little bit? It's beginning to tell me that it's almost ready to move around. So we're just gonna hold up and wait. It's talking loud. It's spitting all over the place. Got my stovetop looking a mess. But just give it a second. Just be patient with it. Okay, just be patient with it. I'm gonna just lift this up and check my rice, because I was making a little rice for it too. Because we can't have it without some rice, right? So I'm gonna start trying to see if these pieces will start moving around a little bit. See, it's coming up just fine. And I'm pushing this and it's not moving, so that's telling me that it's not ready to turn yet. You see, some of them are, some of them aren't. It's gone. That one is. See how it's just moving now? It'll release when it's ready. And this is probably the longest process of it all, getting your chicken to turn. And some of the sticking does have to do with the cornstarch, but it's okay. It's okay. And even if you get some pieces that are stuck, I don't want you to think that, oh my gosh, I gotta throw this all away and start all over. No. We're not doing that. It's gonna be all right. It's okay, even if it does stick. Just let it be. We'll get it up and we'll move it and handle it later. See, some of them just come up right easy. And then some of them are just yet holding on. Well, be careful with it. This thing is spitting something serious. It's spitting on my hand. We're gonna let this. And while this is going, I'm gonna show you guys this. I've already gotten some vegetables cut up. This is my red and green bell pepper, and I have my garlic already. And then I have my stuff ready for my sauce on the side. Let's see where we are with this chicken. We're moving the chicken around. Getting some nice color on it. Y'all see it is kind of sticking on the bottom because I'm being impatient, because I don't want you guys to wait too long. I'm being impatient, but I told y'all to be patient. So don't do what I say. Don't do what I did. Do what I say. Y'all remember when y'all parents used to say that? That used to be so funny to me. My mama would say that to me all the time. And I'd be like, well, you didn't do it. And she'd be like, do what I said, girl. It only took her to look at me a couple of times and say it. And I was a pretty good kid, I like to say. Pretty good kid. She didn't have to fuss a lot, but when she did, Lord have mercy, she was a fusser. I tried to do my best to be good. I was just so busy trying to make sure I knew how to cook over anything between her and my grandmother. Now my mama didn't make Pao Chicken, but she would make other Asian dishes for us. She would do some fried rices and stuff like that, and orange chicken, which was always really good. And so, fond memories of my mom. Of course, you guys, some of you know and some of you don't. My mom is no longer with me, so when I'm talking about my mom, it's because I think that she's in the kitchen with me, and she's helping me out with this video and stuff. So, okay, I'm gonna turn my heat down. And as you can see, yeah, I got some bits stuck to the, y'all see grease on my hand too. You see some of the bits didn't brown like I want, they stuck because I was being impatient, and it's okay. It's gonna be all right, because guess what? It's gonna taste good anyhow. Because why? It's gonna taste how you want it to taste and how I want mine to taste. It's gonna taste like Pao Chicken, whether you got itty bitty bits or not. Get stuck to the bottom of the pan or not. So I'm gonna take these out of this oil. Switch my spoons out here. Get me a little slotted spoon. I'm gonna take this out of my oil and add it to my other chicken that I have already started working on. Take it out right here. Now, I think we have enough oil, but what I'm going to do, I'm I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit more. Just a tiny, like 1 tablespoon. Because I wanna make sure my vegetables get sauteed properly. We're just gonna go ahead and add our vegetables into the same pan. That's the good thing about this Kung Pao chicken. It's all one pot cooking, which is what I really like and enjoy. You're gonna go ahead and stir this. You're not gonna add your garlic just yet. We are gonna put the garlic in, but we're not gonna add it just yet, because what you wanna do is you wanna get these vegetables softened just a little bit. And I do mean just a little bit. I like my vegetables, weirdly enough, I like my vegetables kind of crunchy when I have my Kung Pao chicken. I like the contrast in the texture. So you want to make sure that these vegetables are soft but not the nutrients cooked out. In here I did one red bell pepper, I did 1 green bell pepper, and 1 whole onion. Oh, if you guys could smell this. This is kind of good smelling. And while we're getting this done, shouldn't take long. I have it on like a medium heat. I just turned it back up just a little bit. And you also, I don't know if I said it in my ingredients or not, but you want to make sure that your vegetables and your chicken are about the same size, kind of like bite-sized pieces. So when you're cooking your vegetables, for sure, because you want to make sure that they are all cooking at the same pace. And I just want to make sure these are nice and bright before I add nice, bright, and a little soft, not overly soft. Because remember, even if you don't eat all of it at one time, you're going to heat it up, and you still want to have that texture and that crunch when you're heating this up, even for leftovers. Because I don't know about y'all, I like leftover Asian food, and I like trying to do stuff that's in the restaurants, because it tells me that I can do that too, and I don't have to spend all that money. Sometimes it's convenience to go out and get it, but a lot of times I like to just try it. Who's to say you can't do it? So at this point, I think our vegetables are soft enough. I'm going to go ahead and add in the garlic now. I'm going to cook this garlic. I think this is about, I have no clue, I want to say maybe like 5 cloves of garlic. I didn't do the garlic paste because I didn't want to add any more salt into this dish, because we have some salt already on our chicken, and we have the salt in our soy sauce. Although it's low sodium soy sauce, we still have that salt, and you want to be mindful. Also, you made your rice with salt too, so just be mindful of adding all of that salt into your dish. Oh my goodness. You want to cook the garlic to the point of an aroma. It's about 30 seconds to a minute or so, and I am smelling it, and it is smelling phenomenal in here. I think if you ever want to fool somebody, and thinking that you can burn in the kitchen, go ahead and put you some onions and some garlic and some oil on the stove, and just let it just simmer. Just let it simmer. People don't think that you are cooking up a storm, and that it is the best smelling anything in your house. So now that I'm beginning to smell my garlic, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken back in. And this is just the chicken that I cooked earlier and that you just saw me cook. So I'm going to get that in there. And then I'm just going to start stirring this up. The colors are absolutely gorgeous to me. So there you go. Get it in there, get it stirred up. The smells in this kitchen today. Now, while this is going, I'm gonna let it be for a second. I'm gonna let it go for a little while we go ahead and make our sauce for our Kung Pao sauce. Okay? Check my rice really fast. That's going well. I can't help it. I gotta clean this stove top, y'all. It's driving me crazy to see the oil marks on the stove. Call me crazy. Okay. So So now that we've got that done, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our sauce for our Kung Pao sauce. So what I got here is I got about 1/4 cup of water, and I got in here I have my sugar and my cornstarch together, and I'm just gonna go ahead and, sorry, wrong way. I'm gonna go ahead and just whisk them together. I'm gonna do this. Get my cornstarch and my sugar. Make sure you're getting the bottom of that, y'all. The bottom of the cup, the bottom of the bowl. Because look, I end up leaving some cornstarch. It's okay. It's fine, as my sister would say. Because I'm just gonna pour it right a little bit back in there. Now the cornstarch is going to act as a thickener. No, you cannot substitute flour. You do need to continue with the cornstarch, so it's important that you have cornstarch. I'm going to take my sesame oil. It doesn't take a lot. Sesame oil is very potent, so you want to be mindful of how much you're putting in there, because everything will end up tasting like your sesame oil. And then I'm going to add in this is hoisin sauce. Hoisin. Couple of gloves of that. How much? How much is that? I don't know. And we're gonna go ahead and stir that in, just like this. Go ahead and get that stirred in, just like that. Yeah, Lisa, she is smiling down. I'm gonna go ahead and just get this stirred up really good, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in some. Okay. Why they keep putting, I know this is the purpose for this, I do know this, is to keep it from spilling over, but it's a nuisance. So I'm just gonna take the top off and add in some soy sauce. This is some low sodium soy sauce. It's crazy, I think it's a nuisance, but I always end up adding them back. Oh, and don't forget your chilies. You have to use your chilies for your Kung Pao. We'll add a couple of these in a second into our Kung Pao. So now that our sauce is made, I'm gonna taste it just to make sure it's how I want it to taste, and then I'll adjust it in just a second. Let me see. Oh, here goes. I like the flavor. Let me wash my hands. I like the flavor of it. The sugar adds enough sweetness. Sugar adds just enough sweetness to it to keep it from being overpowered by the soy sauce and then by the sesame oil. So it's really good. I like the way it worked out. And here I go again with this. Let's go. I'm going to stir this up. Look how pretty this really is, you guys. It's really pretty. I don't know if the color is really coming through for you guys, but it's really pretty. Now, be careful. If you don't like your stuff spicy, then I'm going to suggest that you don't add the chilies, because they are really spicy. If you could also, because before I got my chilies, I was going to do jalapenos. And you could just cut the jalapenos and put them in to kind of calm down the spice. But my family, we like spice. So I'm just going to add a few in there, just like that. And they're going to break up and not break down, but they are going to break in half, and the seeds are going to flow through the dish, and it's going to spice it up. And the longer they sit, the more spicy that it's going to get. So now that we've gotten our sauce and everything ready, we are going to pour our sauce right on over our chicken mixture. And you're going to bring it back to a boil so that the OMG. Can y'all smell that? Y'all want to smell it? Come on in. Let me let y'all smell. Y'all smell that? Smell. Woo. Listen. It's gonna be some eating in this house today with this Kung Pao. Now, if you don't want to put any chilies in it, it's fine. I was talking to someone the other day, or maybe when I posted about the Kung Pao chicken, they said, oh, I don't like peanuts, cooked peanuts. I don't either. I think peanuts should be dry and salted and roasted somewhere, or straight out the shell or out of the can, maybe with some honey on it. That's the way I like my peanuts. I'm not a huge fan of cooked peanuts, so I didn't buy any. My family, we don't get into cooked peanuts like that, so I didn't purchase them, and I'm not putting them in my Kung Pao. Again, this don't reach out to me. Don't at me. Don't say, hey Trey, Kung Pao chicken has roasted, has salted peanuts in it. I know I don't like it, so I don't put it in. Even when I'm out at a restaurant, I ask them to omit the peanuts. So,
Julie wants to know, do you like fresh peppers better than the chili pepper sauce you can buy at the store?
I do like the fresh peppers better, but I do have some red chili paste here. So could I have added that in? Absolutely, you can add that in. I'm going to give this a taste because I want to make sure this is tasting exactly how we need it to taste. I'm going to get like a little bit of everything, but it ain't going to work. Okay. Y'all ready to see me burn my mouth? That's because this is going to be hot. Oh, I dropped my pepper. Okay. This is going to be hot. So, let's go for it. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I'm ready for this right now. This is phenomenal. I hope you guys... I'm talking. I'm going to fix my rice. I surely hope you guys try this recipe. Simple Kung Pao chicken. You can adjust it to how you want it. If you want to add more heat. It's not really spicy right now. I'm waiting on my peppers to really break down and soften up and break into my sauce so that, as you see me breaking them up right now, because I really want the flavor to be in there. Want some spice to it, some heat. This is so good to me. So I'm hoping you guys try it. It's simple, fast. It's another way of just getting your kids and your family to eat something different than they normally eat. Get us out of the norm of just spaghetti and chicken and stuff like fried chicken and stuff like that. Let me know if there's something you want to see me make. I don't know. If it's something that I've not tried, I might be reaching out to you, but I'll be happy to do it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Click the bell so that you can be notified when I have new recipes coming up, new videos coming up. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'm always so humbled and honored when you join me. So, thank you so much. Big hugs and tight squeeze. Until next time, you guys. Bye.